So I'm here with Dejan, and we ran an interesting experiment a few weeks ago. Dejan came to me and he wanted to understand whether we could work together to help it naturally increase his testosterone levels, but also just increase his positivity around life generally. Obviously, Dejan knew about me through my work with Midlife Male Handbook, through me being on summits that he runs, through Life Coach Code, and we've been connected a while. And I've got to admit, when we started this, I think, because Dejan, I think she won't mind me saying that he's 34 and very healthy. Obviously, being in the health space, his diet is great, his recovery, his sleep. He's doing all the things that you'd want to do to optimize your testosterone. And that was supported when he shared his results. His blood work showed that he was at the higher end of a healthy normal range. But nevertheless, we decided to give it a go to see if we could increase testosterone and measure that with a blood test, but also to self-report what else he felt in his life as a result of the physical and also the psychological tools we used. So, Dejan, welcome. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much, James, and thank you for your professionalism. Thank you for your support during this project, Superhuman. And thank you for your continued support that you keep showing up for the summits and for doing the work that you do, which is really important work in the world today for any men and also women. As we've seen also in the studies that I was doing, we have some issue in the world with hormones that started from the late 70s and is still happening today. Testosterone is keep being dropping for men, and kind of like experts are wondering what's happening. But when you see the data, it's very obvious. Lifestyle is everything when it comes to hormones, and it's not just testosterone, it's also the thyroid hormones and estrogen, prolactin, all those things are connected together. So when we started the work, really what really motivated me to do this experiment, so to say, was to prove to myself and to others that what coaches say is not just mumbo jumbo, like do this, just walk on the sun and just do push-ups and exercise, do lift weights. Like I really wanted to have a scientific measurable proof that if you do these things, even a healthy individual can still benefit and it can still move the needle, at least even 3% like it was for me. But 3% in 7 days, that's kind of huge because all I did was I just implemented strength training and I added one more meal into my diet, which was keeping me in caloric surplus. That was it. I already do morning walks. I already do cold showers. My diet is already clean and good. I don't drink alcohol. I don't smoke. I don't eat a lot of sugar. It's basically all the check marks for having a good, healthy, testosterone-based diet lifestyle I have. So I was like, let me see if I can push it even further and if it will have results. And it did, which even shocked me. What really, however, uh, shocked me and made a big difference was when I started incorporating the daily journaling and also the daily visualization of the man I want to become. And this kind of like shifted my perspective on testosterone, on hormones, and what it really means to show up as a good man. Because till now, I believe that testosterone played a huge role, which I still do, that it plays on how we feel, how we act, how we show up in our life. But I noticed that even though the change is tiny, when I started implementing the daily journaling, the visualization, the self-evaluation went over the roof. Like from 6 out of 10, it went to 9.5 out of 10 in almost all check marks, which kind of showed me that these activities, these habits that you as experts share with people to do, they don't just biologically over time help you, but they help you immediately in with mindset. They help you immediately to tune yourself and show up as a better man. You don't need your testosterone to immediately raise so you can be a better man and show up and feel better. You can just start implementing these things, and because of them, you start feeling better. And what happens chemically inside of you, that might take a little bit longer, but we also proved it that it still works. So lifestyle is everything. When I say, I really mean it now, and this experiment really proved it.
Thank you for sharing that, Dejan. And an important point there. I'm very big on those psychological tools, and addressing mindset because I think we're all very used to the idea of things like looking at our nutrition, exercise, but a lot of people neglect actually thinking about training the mind as well, right? Building these habits. It's easy to slip into a negative place if we're not paying attention. So I'm really pleased you found a difference with that. And like you said, it was only 7 days. Imagine if you did 30 days of that. Um, Something I wanted to ask you that I think a lot of people get nervous about is thinking, oh, I'd love to get results like this, but it's going to mean huge changes to my life. I'm going to have to spend hours training, planning food stuff. But it's not like that, is it? It's small things.
It's absolutely not like that. To be honest, this was one of the easier weeks for me when it comes to this project Superhuman because as you know, I train with 24 coaches over 24 weeks and we train on different things. We go this cycle spirit, mind, body, heart, spirit, mind, body, heart 6 times. So this was the fourth time when it comes to body. So the fourth cycle. And the changes I needed to do for this week 15, were, to be honest, I really didn't even feel them. I just implemented strength workout into my workout schedule, the workout schedule that you sent, just 3 times per week. I already were exercising, but I just changed that to be more strength training. The second thing, I was just having one more extra meal. Like it's I don't see that as a something that can make somebody's life worse. So yeah, changes were very tiny, probably the tiniest in all of this project Superhuman. And but on the side note, I already have a baseline of the things that somebody needs to do. So if somebody starts implementing like daily walks, and if they don't exercise, they start exercising. If their diet sucks and they start improving the diet, if they don't do cold exposure, they start doing cold exposure. That can be first overwhelming for somebody. I must say that. But if you start doing small incremental changes, you will not feel them. Trust me. Like
Yeah.
this was really the easiest week for me, and I'm really honest.
Fantastic. Thank you for sharing that. And listen, if someone's watching this, they're thinking, oh, I'd like to try working with James. What would you say to them?
I would say absolutely 150%. If you can find anyone in this world that's more expert than James, just let me know because I haven't. And I work with coaches. I interviewed over thousands of coaches on every domain. So James is truly one of the biggest experts in the world when it comes to optimizing your hormones, especially for midlife men. So if you are somebody that wants results in this, fast results, quick, that will not overwhelm you, then James is the person for you. He is not just an expert and professional, he's also kind, he is nice to work with, easy to work with, and he is always adjusting and adapting to what works for you and your life and your lifestyle, so it's not hard. And again, in the beginning, I was also skeptical that we will have any move of the needle for this week because, as James said, I'm already good with testosterone. I didn't know if I can push it further, but he managed and found a way to really see the tiny gaps in my schedule and in my habits, what I don't do, and he then pinpointed them. I start doing them, and we found results. So yeah, James is an expert and a professional and a master at his what he's doing.
Thank you, Dejan. I really appreciate that, honestly, really much. And thank you for really embracing this project and being so amazing.
Thank you so much. And I stand by every word that I say.
Thank you.